Welcome to Kyoto, where the past lingers in the breeze and nature speaks in whispers. In the heart of Arashiyama lies one of the most otherworldly places in all of Japan, the bamboo forest. As you step into this emerald corridor, time slows. The tall bamboo stalks sway gently above, the light dances between shadows, and every footstep feels like a meditation. Let's explore the magic of Kyoto's bamboo grove together and discover why it remains one of the most soul-stirring places on Earth. In a world that spins faster with every passing day, there are still places where time slows, where silence has shape, and where nature whispers instead of shouts. Kyoto's bamboo forest, tucked into the gentle folds of Arashiyama, is one of those rare sanctuaries, an emerald cathedral of light and stillness that invites you not to hurry, not to consume, but to simply be. Whether you visit at dawn, when the mist clings to the earth like memory, or late in the afternoon, when the sun filters down through leaves like liquid gold, the bamboo forest offers not just a walk, but a meditation, a revelation, a moment out of time. 10. The arrival in Arashiyama, where mountains greet the river. It begins with a train ride, smooth, silent, and efficient, that winds its way westward through the city of Kyoto until the houses grow smaller, the mountains draw nearer, and the tempo of daily life begins to dissolve. You arrive in Arashiyama, a district that feels like a village frozen in a scroll painting, where wooden homes lean against the hills, narrow alleyways curl like brushstrokes, and the Katsura River glides beneath the elegant frame of the Togetsukyo Bridge. You breathe it in, and you begin to slow without even realizing it. Here, the journey begins not with motion, but with stillness. 9. The approach, a path lined with quiet anticipation. The walk toward the bamboo grove is more than a prelude. It's part of the transformation. You wander down shaded paths where cyclists drift past slowly, where women in soft silk kimonos carry parasols and walk like water, and where every shop seems built to serve not just the body but the soul. Sweets made from matcha and red bean, incense that burns with a memory of temples, paper fans that flutter like dragonfly wings in the breeze. You see signs pointing toward the forest, but there is no rush, only flow. You are being led, not pushed, toward something sacred. And as the voices around you grow hushed and the trees begin to crowd in, you know that something is near. 8. The threshold, where the bamboo first appears. And then, like a curtain parting at the start of a play, the path opens and the bamboo rises, tall, infinite, impossibly slender yet strong. You cross the invisible line between the world you came from and the one you've entered. The gravel crunches underfoot, and you stop speaking. You don't mean to, it just happens. The forest makes you quiet, not with force, but with awe. The sound of the city is gone. The trees begin to speak. 7. The winds whisper, music made without strings. One of the rarest, most exquisite elements of the bamboo forest is the sound that rises above the hush of the path. When the breeze moves through the stalks, it creates a sound unlike anything else on earth. The hollow bodies of the bamboo sing when they sway, gently tapping against one another, whispering and breathing in harmony. It is a sound that soothes the heart without asking permission. But in truth, it feels even older than that, like something the earth has always sung, waiting for someone to stop and listen. 6. The light, a dance of shadows and green fire. If you're lucky enough to visit when the sun is angled just right, early morning, late afternoon, you'll see how light becomes an artist in this place. It filters through the forest not in beams, but in ribbons, softening everything it touches. The sunlight here does not shout, it glows. It catches the leaves, paints lines across the path, and slips through gaps in the canopy to dance on your shoulders. You pause, not just to take photos, but to see, to really see. And the forest reveals itself slowly, like a shy performer beneath a paper lantern sky. 5. The silence, deep, sacred, alive. Not the silence of emptiness, but the silence of presence. That is what you feel here. The kind of silence that doesn't need to be filled. No engines, no horns, no rush of the world. Just the subtle sounds of nature breathing, living, swaying. Even the people who pass you do so with reverence, as if they too have been caught in the spell. There are no loud voices here, only soft conversations, camera clicks, and the slow shuffle of sandals against gravel. It feels like the forest has asked everyone to lower their voice, and the world has obeyed. 4. The others, strangers sharing the spell. As you walk, you realize you are not alone, but you are not disturbed either. Couples pass quietly, lost in their own rhythm. Photographers wait patiently for the light to shift. Tourists whisper, hushed not by rules, but by instinct. And every person seems to respect the space, not just the physical space of the path, but the emotional space the forest provides. There's a mutual agreement, spoken without words, that this place is different. It binds you together, not in conversation, but in experience. And somehow that connection, silent and unspoken, is deeper than words could ever be. 3. The shrines, quiet places of spirit and stone. Hidden between the bamboo trunks, just off the beaten path, are the reminders that this is not just a forest. It's a sacred place. You glimpse a torii gate, painted in faded red, half covered in moss. A fox statue watches with stone eyes from beneath a veil of fallen leaves. Paper fortunes hang gently from the branches, tied in hopes and prayers. These are the smaller shrines, simple, unassuming, yet charged with quiet power. They are places where people have come for centuries to leave behind their burdens, to offer thanks, to find peace. And standing before one now, beneath a cathedral of trees, you bow, just slightly, not out of obligation, but out of respect. 2. The final bend, where the forest lets you go. Eventually, the path begins to open again. The trees thin. The light becomes brighter. You can hear the distant hum of people again, the sounds of life resuming. And as the last of the bamboo waves goodbye in the breeze, you step forward, not the same as when you entered. You take a deep breath and feel something inside you settle, as if a knot you didn't know existed has finally untied itself. You've left the forest, but something of it comes with you. You walk slower now. You speak softer. You carry the rhythm of the grove in your body like a blessing. 1. The memory that never leaves. Long after you've returned to Kyoto's bustling streets, after the temples and lanterns and bowls of steaming ramen, after the plane lifts you away from Japan and the world presses back in, one part of you remains in the bamboo. It lingers like a psalm, like a scent, like a perfectly still breath that waits just beneath your heartbeat. It's the feeling of being small in the best possible way, the feeling of being held by something vast and quiet and kind. Kyoto's bamboo forest doesn't ask for attention. It simply exists. And in doing so, it gives you something rare, a moment of true peace, remembered not with the mind, but with the soul. As the last rays of sunlight flicker through the swaying bamboo, you realize this forest isn't something you just see. It's something you feel. Kyoto's bamboo grove leaves you quieter, calmer, and somehow more connected to the world around you. If this walk brought you peace or wonder, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this journey.